Hello everybody and welcome to Probellum Unstoppable in association with Phil Jeffries. The fight night will be taking place this Saturday night at the Rainton Arena, broadcasted all over the world. In the UK, Free Sports TV, Premier Sports and Box Nation. On the card, we've got the Sandman to my right, Lewis Ritson. He'll be taking on tough Mexican Christian Uruzquieta. I hope I pronounced that correctly. We've also got on the card the returning Ricky Burns. I think he's had 2 years out the ring and he'll be coming back against a tough Argentinian, Emiliano Rodriguez. We've also got Thomas Patrick Ward, who will take on Leonardo Padilla, with a host of other prospects including Mark Dickinson and Mark McKeown. Hope I've not missed anybody else. Missed anybody? No? Good stuff. Okay, I just want to pass you over to Phil Jeffries, because without him this show wouldn't be taking place on Saturday night, and I think with North East boxing booming at the moment, I think it's important that Phil takes a very big role into this, and I just want to know what it's like to working with Probellum and taking boxing forward in the North East.
Stress. No, it's great that Probellum's coming to the North East, especially with Lewis and Tommy, and it's these fine boxers on the top table, and the Dickinsons and Ricky, and I think this show's going to be a sellout. It's going to be rocking, you know, because us lads in the North East know how to rock. Man, these shows rocked on with Lewis, son. Yeah, and just great you all turned up, you know, and it's nice to see Paul Smith there smiling at us, trying to make us go a rainbow. Other than that, everything's fine. So it's not about me anyway, it's about the boxers. But I'm chuffed to be working with Probellum, you know. They're a great outfit. I've worked with many of them, not mentioning any names, but these seem to be really going to push the North East, and they really know how to treat the boxers. That's something which is very important. The Probellum know how to treat boxers right. So I'm going to pass you back to Sam.
Enough of my voice. So I'm going to start with Mark McKeown. Mark, where are you, Mark?
Yep.
Mark, really good platform for you to continue your progression. Are you looking forward to get started on Saturday night?
I can't wait to get in there on Saturday night, showcase what I've got. Big thanks to Probellum for giving me the opportunity to go on a card as big as this, and I won't disappoint.
Fantastic. Has anyone seen Joe Laws anywhere? Yeah, you hear him. He was walking around with his knackers hanging out in a gold dressing gown yesterday, so you can't really miss him with a sombrero on. So we'll go to Mark. Mark, this is like a kind of second debut for you, really, wasn't it? So I think it's an important night for you. Your first fight wasn't really broadcasted in the first. That was a bit of a disappointment for yourself. Do you consider this a second debut for you?
I want to start off by saying a big thank you to Probellum for giving me the opportunity to be out so quick again after my debut. Obviously, my debut wasn't broadcasted on telly, so this time it's going to be good to be broadcasted properly and fight in front of my home fans.
Nice. I think it's all about just keeping you busy now, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, moving on. We're moving on to Ricky Burns. How you doing, Ricky?
I'm all good.
Great to see you back. Ricky, I want to know what skincare you use, because you still don't look, 10 years, you still look exactly the same. What's the secret?
Keep myself in the gym, keep myself in shape.
No, good. So you're going to be taking on Emiliano Rodriguez. It's not an easy fight. I think he gave Sean McCona a very good fight. You've not come back. You could have took an easy. You've had 2 years out of the ring. You could have took an easy opponent. You've not done that at all. You're coming back in here with a very, very solid opponent. What was the thinking behind that?
You know, I'm just looking forward to it. Obviously, I've never ever, when opponents have been mentioned, I've never ever said no or anything. So whatever names they give me, that's who I'm getting me. Okay. Obviously, first fight back in 2 years now. But Joe, in that 2 years, there's been fights spoke about, and I've been training all the way through. So I'm obviously teamed up with a new trainer now, with Barry, Kev, and Gary at Care Hardy. Training alongside Mark McKeown as well. Yeah. So just looking forward to getting in here and putting on a good show. So the
desire is still there?
100%. Yeah. I wouldn't be dragging.
You still look as happy as you did like 10 years ago when you used to box as well. Like you still look like you bang up for it. Like to see you gleaming in there in the lobby earlier. You're talking about how excited you are to get back in the ring. It's good to have you back.
Do you know, I always, like I said, like, even after fights and that, I'm always straight back in the gym. And boxing's one of these sports. If you didn't enjoy it, it's too hard. in the mornings I still drag myself out of bed at 6:30 to do the track or whatever. As soon as I stop enjoying that, that's when I know it'd be time to call it a day.
Okay. Moving on to Emiliano Rodriguez. Have we got transit? Emiliano, welcome. I was speaking to you earlier on, and you said, look, this is a fight that you believe you can win. You can capitalise on the fact Ricky has been out for 2 years, and this is a fight you clearly think you can win.
Bueno, hola. Esperamos que sea una buena pelea. Seguramente es un muy buen rival de muchas peleas, así que venimos muy bien preparados. Y seguramente va a ser una pelea 10 rounds muy bueno, muy intenso, o quizás menos.
I need the response.
Enrique, good rival. Yes, round 4. And we Argentina 2 victories.
Okay. Are you sure that's what he said? Okay. No problem, no problem. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay. Joe, you're late.
Check. No, Sam, on the post side, it said 1 o'clock. Didn't it, Phil? Phil had me back.
There's everybody here, and you're arriving late.
I don't know, for Storm for 1 o'clock. It's
You were putting that dressing gown on, weren't you?
I was just lying in bed chilling.
As long as you've got boxer shorts on, everything's fine. Yes, Joe. So we'll bring you in. Since the setback with Ryland Charlton, we was talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
You seem to be taking it a lot more seriously. I think we're fair to say that.
No, yeah. After the loss, I've been straight back to the drawing board, straight back in the gym, and had to ask myself a lot of questions. Do I actually want to box? But I do, know what I mean. So I'm enjoying the ride. I'm training hard, and I just hope I can perform like I have been in the gym.
Okay. So what is everyone going to expect? Are we going to see anything different from you this weekend, or is it just going to be the same Joe Laws, straightforward, take one to land one, and excite the Benoit Obama fans?
The eye contact between me and you, yeah, it's scary, Sam, isn't it? Me and you've got the eye contact going on, yeah, haven't we?
Yeah, it's like
Direct eye contact.
I can't take my eyes off that fluorescent dressing gown you've got on.
What else?
Where's the sombrero? I can't believe you're late for this press conference and you've not worn a sombrero.
No, to be fair, on the post side, it said 1 o'clock start, didn't it?
I don't know, you'll have to ask Aaron. Where is he?
Media glitch.
Okay, moving on to Thomas Patrick Ward, who will take on Leonardo Padilla. Thomas, you're bang up for this fight. You're knocking on the door now for a world title fight. This fight's incredibly important to you.
Yeah, of course. He's a good fighter. I'm looking forward to Saturday night. It's going to be a very good fight. And yeah, I'm knocking on the door of the world title. I think I have been for a long time. I think I was one of the best super bantamweights there was. Unfortunately, my shot never come. So I'm pushing on now at featherweight. There's good guys there at featherweight that I'd love to have the fight. Obviously, he's ranked high in the WBA. I'm ranked high in the WBA myself. So this fight will push us towards a bit closer towards that. I know Leo Santa Cruz hasn't boxed for a while. You know, I think he still holds the WBA Super. That'll be a good fight. I know Conlon and Wood is due to box sometime next year.
For the regular version,
For the regular. Or even they'll probably push on, maybe, something like that. So, listen, there's plenty of good fights out there. Manuel Navarrete, I was chasing him down a super bantamweight. Nobody wanted to fight him. I'm at featherweight now. Not many people want to fight him again. You know, there's that one there as well. So, no, listen, there's a good fight on Saturday night, and got to get through Pilaro first, and then see where we go.
Yeah, because literally, a lot of fighters do say they will fight anyone, but you genuinely mean it, don't you? You will fight. You were saying to me a minute ago, you will literally fight anybody that's put in front of you.
Literally anybody, yeah. There's like Ricky said, when the names come across the table, it's okay. Like, it's not as if I say, oh, I'm not fighting him or I want to fight him. I want the world titles, so whoever's got them, that's who I want to fight. It's like, it's no big deal. Just send the contracts over. I'll travel to you. I'm not bothered. What gloves you want to wear, where you want to fight, doesn't make a difference.
So we're expecting a big performance from you on Saturday.
Yeah, expect a good performance, but I mean, listen, the fans is one here. I mean, Probellum, thanks very much for putting on this show. I mean, look at the talent you've got sitting there on this table. You've got world-class fighters, and it's a massive, massive show, and the fans is the only winners here.
Absolutely. Moving on to Leonardo Padilla. How you doing, Leonardo? You okay? Where's Leonardo, we were speaking again a minute ago. You're really up for this fight. You believe it's a fight you can win, and Thomas is highly ranked. You can take his spot. It's all to play for you on Saturday night.
Leonardo, estamos hablando hace rato. Es una pelea en la cual tú crees que puedes ganar. Es un rival que te puede dar mucho y que puedes tomar un lugar muy, muy bueno si tú le ganas. ¿Qué es lo que esperas de esta pelea?
Bueno, ante todo quiero darle gracias a todo, primero Dios, ante todas las cosas. Y sí, creo que es la pelea más importante de mi carrera porque es la victoria que me pondrá a puertas del título mundial. No sé lo que digo.
First of all, I want to thank God. And this is a fight that, yes, it can make something for me. It can put me in the big screens and be really good.
Sé que vengo haciendo buen trabajo, vengo de buena victoria, tengo mejores rivales que él y creo que los números no fallan y aquí hay un solo ganador y es Leonardo Padilla. Ganar, 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 ganar. And the new.
I think I got that last bit.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. Well, he says that he's got a good number good people in his fights. I mean, he's here to win. He is saying that he fought better rivals than Ward, so he's going to be the new.
Do you believe you win this fight by knockout?
¿Crees que vas a ganar por knockout?
Yo creo que eso me lo reservo. Hemos venido haciendo buen trabajo, tenemos un plan y la victoria, el trabajo para la victoria es secreto.
It's a secret. I mean, I'm going to work out, I'm going to do my fight, but I'm going to reserve my comments for this one.
Okay, we'll keep the secret till Saturday. Thank you very much. Moving on to the main event of the evening. Lewis, we'll start with you. Disappointment for you last time out. We was talking about this yesterday. This is a must-win fight for your career because you still have aspirations of fighting at St James's Park, challenging for world titles. There's no slip-ups now for you here.
No, massive setback last fight. Not really the best of performances, but you're going to make that right Saturday night, get a good win, and get people talking about it again, and hopefully the dream can still stay alive.
The fans are notoriously very loyal up here, so they're going to still come out and support you, albeit it's a smaller arena on Saturday, but that will generate, in my opinion, a fantastic atmosphere. It's going to be jumping in there on Saturday night.
Oh yeah, the North East lads have all fought the Raid Meadows quite a few times now. Jaffa puts on the good shows there. We'll get plenty in there, plenty of noise, plenty of atmosphere, and it's going to be a good night.
Will that noise draw you into a tear-up, Lewis?
No, we'll just wait and see what he comes to bring. You know, we know we can box a bit, we can fight a bit, and just all depends what happens on the night. But we've got a plan, and we're going to try and stick to that.
As I say, Mexicans come here with a tough reputation. There's been a lot of upsets recently, so there's no room for any slip-ups this weekend.
No, there definitely can't be. You know, we've heard what everyone's plans for. We've heard, you know, some names that have been mentioned for. So we'll make sure I've got to get through Saturday night on a good performance, and we'll take them fights no bother and get people talking about it again.
Good stuff. Moving on to Christian Uruzquieta. I think I pronounced that okay. Pronunciation okay? Yeah. Christian, welcome. Saturday night's a big night for you. Is this a fight that you believe you can win?
Christian, bienvenido. Esta pelea del sábado es una muy buena pelea. ¿Crees que puedes ganar?
Buenas tardes. Estoy muy contento, muy agradecido con Dios principalmente. Estoy agradecido con mi empresa Miura Boxing Promotion, con Probellum Boxing, porque me permiten regresar de nuevo a Europa, a dar otro espectáculo como lo di la vez pasada, y vengo seguro de que voy a ganar.
Good afternoon. Yes, I'm very happy to be here. First of all, I want to thank God. I want to thank Probellum. I want to thank Miura Boxing. And yes, I'm really happy to come back to Europe. And this is a fight I'm gonna win.
No hesitation. Very, very, very confident. Is it a fight that you believe you'll win on points inside the distance? What kind of fight do you expect Lewis to bring, and any problems he possesses for you on Saturday?
¿Cuál crees que sea el resultado? ¿Vas a ganar por knockout? ¿Vas a ganar por puntos? ¿Crees que se va a ir larga la pelea? ¿Qué es lo que crees que puede pasar?
Pues yo soy un guerrero mexicano, yo me preparé para los 10 rounds, pero si llega el triunfo antes, por knockout, yo estaré preparado, pero yo di mi mejor esfuerzo en los entrenamientos y estoy seguro que voy a llevarme el triunfo, no sé si por knockout o por decisión, pero de que gano.
I'm a Mexican warrior. I came here to win. I don't know if it's going to be by points. I don't know if it's going to be by a knockout. But believe me, I'm going to do my best, and it's going to be a great fight.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll move on to the floor. I think we've got a couple of questions from the floor for the fighters. Who's that? Andrew?
Hello. Rick, this is for you, mate. Good to see you back after 2 years. I don't know if you remember, the last time I spoke to you on camera was that in your changing room after the Lee Selby fight. It was a very emotional interview. I think you did maybe shed a tear a little bit because people thought that you were done in the sport of boxing. Now 2 years later, Probellum are here, you're back in the ring. Did you ever foresee this happening again after that fight against Lee Selby?
No, 100%. I was in a bad place after that fight. It was a close fight, but I thought as if I'd done enough to win that one. But I felt as if in the build-up to that fight, all everybody kept going on about was my age. How about, when are you retiring? And I kept thinking to myself, you do know I'm fighting on Saturday, don't you? And I felt as if after the fight I was trying to get forced out. I'd be the first to admit it if I thought I didn't have it anymore. I still enjoy training, I can still put a good shift in the gym. If I was taking too many punches, especially in sparring, I'd be the first to admit it, that it's not there anymore. So no, I always knew I was going to fight again. We had a few dates that fell through the last 2 years, but we're here now, thanks to Probellum and MTK for making this happening for me. Saturday night we're getting down to business.
Stuff. I've got one more, Sam, if that's all right.
Yeah, sure.
Thomas, good to see you, my man.
Good to see you.
There's a lot of talk about that world title. I think that every interview I did with you, you were quite sick and tired of me mentioning you getting that world title shot. Now you're up at featherweight. Was it because of obviously the fighters we have in the UK at that division? You talk about guys like Lee Wood, Mick Conlon, Jazza Dickinson's, Galahad, Jordan Gill. You know what I mean? Nathaniel Collins up in Scotland's a Commonwealth champion who's doing very well as well. There's some great talent in that featherweight division. Was it sort of like some part of that reason to move up was because of the talent that we've got here in the UK?
Well, yeah, like you said, there's great talent there and there's great fights to be made. But the fact that the super bantamweight was the COVID hit and it was about making weight. It was just getting too hard to make weight anymore, you know. So, and I don't believe the best performance was going to come out of me, as you noticed, and not the last one, but the one before. So, I think it was time to move up. And but that there's great fights there to be made. There's great fights all over the world. So, featherweight division is probably one of the best at the minute. So, it's a really good division to be in.
Have we got any more questions? I think we had one more. I think where's Adam? Nick's all the questions. I think that's it. I think please. I think there's a few tickets left for the Rainton Arena. Get yourself down there nice and early on Saturday night, and let's have a great show. I think the atmosphere is going to be absolutely jumping, and we'll end the year strong. Yeah, and if you want your one-to-ones with the lads, please make your way over there and conduct your interviews over there.